Good morning, everyone. This is David with Bolivar Live. Well, we're down here in Port Bolivar looking across Horseshoe Lake or Marsh at the Bolivar Lighthouse. Hope everyone had a great day. We're going to talk, we've got clue number 2 in the hunt for Bolivar, but we're also going to talk about the fog and the ferry. There was a rumor that got out yesterday, and it wasn't true, and it really surprised me because very seldom does the ferry shut down, and so we're going to talk a little bit about that this morning too. But first, this Bolivar Live is brought to you by the Big Store. When you're on Bolivar and you need anything, stop by the Big Store and you'll be greeted by a staff of smiling faces and a staff that's eager to help you find what you're looking for. Well, New Year's Eve is coming up. Yesterday you saw a video about fireworks down here. And please, we love to see fireworks on the beach, but please pack out what you pack in. There's plenty of water there. Take you a bucket down, make sure all the casings are out, and then please dispose of your fireworks properly. Every year, we get people that come in for the night, they leave the fireworks, and it really looks bad. New Year's, not a way to start off New Year's. I just got a text from someone. Looks like there's a major accident in High Island, and the road is closed. Highway 87 or 124. I don't get where it's at, but we'll go down there as soon as we get done here and see what we can find out. So if you're going out or coming in through Winnie, it looks like there is an accident with injuries, and the road is closed somewhere between High Island and probably says High Island and road closed, major injuries. So it's on Highway 124. They're texting me right now. So if you're heading out, you might want to stop and get breakfast somewhere because the road is closed on Highway 124 in High Island. Make sure you slow down. We've got fog, and that's what I'm going to talk about real quick. Yesterday a rumor went out, and don't worry, we're going to have clue number 2 in the hunt for Bolivar. But yesterday a rumor went out that someone said they had heard the ferry was closed, and I made a call to the ferry office, and no. But when there is heavy fog, and I don't know who was down here, but if you saw it come in yesterday, it came in quick. In fact, I was downstairs with Gabby working her, and I saw the fog bank when I walked out, and within 15 minutes we were covered up in fog down here in Port Bolivar. Now when this happens, the Coast Guard does have the right to shut down the ship channel, including the Bolivar ferries, because of safety reasons. Most of the time what happens is a lot of the ships and that go ahead and park. The ferries do run, but they run at a limited, real slow speed because they have to watch the radar, and they usually have someone posted around the deck to watch also to make sure they don't miss anything on the radar. And so very seldom does the ferry close down. I forget what the wind speed is or if there's a water spout. The Coast Guard can shut them down, but yesterday the ferry was not closed down. It sat for about 15 minutes, which typically they do that anyway, but they were at a real reduced speed, not their typical time to get across, probably 2 or 3 times longer. And I know the line was backed up yesterday, so if you're coming in to Bolivar for New Year's Eve and that, it's best to go through Winnie. Let the traffic moves a lot better. There is construction, and so please, once you make that curve onto 87, please slow down, especially in the fog, because they're paving it, the lanes are uneven, and just take your time. We're going to be here when you get here. So anyway, we're down at the lighthouse. I wanted to show the lighthouse because it's a big icon of beauty down here. And we've got clue number 2 now. On the hunt for Bolivar, the New Year's edition is sponsored by the Big Store. I want to thank Keith and the crew up at the Big Store for sponsoring the New Year's Eve hunt for Bolivar. And for those of you that aren't familiar with the hunt for Bolivar, the way it works is when we have a hunt, and typically it's in the summer, the day after Memorial Day it starts, and then it runs weekly through the end of August, middle of August. This year, we're probably going to cut it back and start at the same time, but just run it through probably the end of July, maybe the first week of August. Last year, you could have won, I think, $5,000. And so we've expanded the hunt for Bolivar because people love it. And so what you do is now, Miss Smith came to me and said, David, last year you gave away a rock, or a Bolivar was on a rock, but we weren't able to keep it, and she had found one. She said, I want to paint rocks for you with Bolivar on it so that the people can take it home. And so from now through the end of 2020, and I got a stack of rocks with Bolivar painted on it, different scenes. We've got Bolivar in a pink and red polka dot bikini for the summer. We've got 4th of July. We've got the Crab Fest. I think we've got a lot. And so we're going to have more hunt for Bolivars. But the way it works is I give out a clue every morning during the hunt. The first live feed of that day. Typically it's between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. Sometimes it may be at sunrise if I want to catch a sunrise. But usually it's over by 8 o'clock. I take these clues once I give them out, and I put them in the window of the Bolivar Tourism Center, located at 2275 Highway 87. They're up there somewhere before 10 o'clock, typically 9 o'clock. And I suggest you take a picture of them. Go by the Tourism Center and take a picture, because sometimes I play with words. And the way it sounds may not be actually what it means. And so you need to go by and take a picture if you can. They're always up there, and they're up there until Bolivar is found. If the clues are gone, Bolivar has been found. For the hunt for Bolivar New Year's Eve, you get $200 cash when you find Bolivar. And he's on a rock, I can tell you that, and he's pink, and he's a flamingo. So here's clue number 2, the hunt for Bolivar New Year's Eve, sponsored by the Big Store. Winner gets $200 cash. Clue number 2, Friday, December 27th, 2019. Highway 87 runs from High Island to the Bolivar Ferry. To see Bolivar, don't drive fast or you'll miss Made in Texas, and you'll still have to slide it. Okay? Clue number 2, the hunt for Bolivar New Year's Eve, sponsored by the Big Store. Winner gets $200 cash. Clue number 2, Friday, December 27th, 2019. Highway 87 runs from High Island to the Bolivar Ferry. To see Bolivar, don't drive fast or you'll miss Made in Texas, and you'll still have to slide it. There's clue number 2. I want to thank the Big Store for all they do, not just with the hunt for Bolivars, but helping us promote Bolivar Peninsula, and all the sponsors of the Bolivar live feeds. Yesterday you saw a video also of Crystal Beach, or Ray's Fireworks and Crystal Beach golf carts. We've got a lot of sponsors that sponsor these live feeds, and there's still room for you if you want to get in and get out in front of thousands of people in 24 hours. And these are people that live on Bolivar, visit Bolivar, maybe have family on Bolivar, and they reach all over the United States. Give us a holler at the Tourism Center. We've still got openings for the 2020 season. We guarantee numbers, and we give you a report monthly on the numbers that you reach that month, so you can see. And typically the reach far out reaches any magazine for the cost per view. So anyway, we've also got another package coming out that you'll see in the Beach Triton when it comes out later on this week or next week, for how you can get involved with Team Bolivar. It's a great package, and it's set up so that anyone that has a business can afford it. We've made it easy payment plan. And so you can see that, and we'll talk more about that once it comes out. We're going to head on out. In fact, we're going to head up to Highway 87 and check out what's going on. We may be back with a live feed from there. But until next time, later on today, from somewhere live on Bolivar Peninsula, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and we'll see you New Year's Eve for fireworks in the sky. Bye-bye.